What is up, guys? Delboy here. A quick preview to the Josh Warrington versus Frampton undercard. I have done a prediction for the main event. That is on my channel. You can find that there. But this video is about previewing the undercard. The first fight we will talk about is Efron versus Liam Williams. That is for the vacant British middleweight title. That was recently vacated by Jason Welborn. I've got to say, on paper, this is a really good fight. Neither guy takes a backward step, really. Both guys are quite aggressive, especially Efron. And, you know, it should just gel to be a really good fight. I struggle to see this being a bad fight, to be completely honest. I'm really intrigued about Efron. I've heard a lot about him in the past 3 to 4 years. A lot of people in the trade rate him very highly, but for whatever reason, he's not had those step-up fights yet. The level of competition he's been fighting so far has been pretty poor, but he's been dealing with it in good fashion. He's been knocking people out, and for the most part, he's been looking good doing it. You know, his standout wins to date are guys like Lewis Taylor and Andrew Robinson. They're tough guys, but I would say they are English level fighters. And yeah, he dispatched those guys. And Liam Williams is a big step up, in my opinion. I know Liam Williams historically campaigned at super welterweight. He was actually a British champion at super welterweight. He ran Liam Smith close twice at super welterweight. He lost both fights. First fight he lost by a cut, and it was ruled a TKO. He was actually very unfortunate because the cut was actually a headbutt, and Liam Williams was winning that fight. He kind of got robbed that night, and in the rematch with Liam Smith, Williams lost a close points decision. So Liam Williams, he was certainly British level at super welterweight, maybe even slightly above that, you know, maybe European level in fact. And going up to middleweight, I don't think it will give Liam Williams too many problems, to be quite honest. Liam Williams was quite a big guy at super welterweight, so I don't think he should have any real issue with the new weight class. In fact, it might actually be of benefit, you know, him not cutting as much weight. Maybe he's stronger, maybe he has more stamina, maybe he's punching harder now. We will see. But interesting fight. Efron, he is a big middleweight. He's actually fought at super middleweight before as well, so Efron will be, he is going to be the bigger guy, so it's going to be interesting to see how Liam Williams handles that. Also, the power of Efron. Efron is a big puncher, probably a bigger puncher than Liam Williams, but Efron's, like I say, his power's only been proven at a low level. We're going to find out a lot about Efron. Is he the real deal? Is he not? You know, we are going to find out. Really, really good fight. I am picking Efron to win this fight by stoppage, probably late stoppage. Liam Williams is a tough guy. He can box. He can defend himself. He can fire back. He's not going to lie down, but I expect Efron to win this fight. Like I say, I've heard a lot of good things about this guy. I believe he was an ABA champion in the amateurs. And yeah, his technique all round is quite solid, you know, delivers his shots, technically correct, lovely body puncher, he's got a lovely jab, lands with the correct part of the glove, no slapping, you know, punches through the target. He's a really, really fun fighter to watch, and if you like aggressive guys, you know, Efron is right up your street. Really good fight, Efron versus Liam Williams. Looking forward to that one. Nathan Gorman versus Razvan Kujanu. Decent learning fight for Nathan Gorman. Nathan Gorman is a shorter heavyweight with short arms, and he's fighting a guy in Kujanu who is about 6'7", a long, tall, rangy guy. He can move a bit. He can spoil. I think that's a good bit of matchmaking for Nathan Gorman. Nathan Gorman needs to be used to fighting bigger men as a smaller heavyweight. So why not put him in there with a guy like Razvan Kujanu, Kajanu has fought at world level. He lost a decision to Joseph Parker. He survived well that night. You know, he made Parker look bad, and he also got knocked out by Luis Ortiz. So if Nathan Gorman can do something in between that, you know, it's a good night's work in my opinion. But yeah, in terms of development fights, solid fight for Nathan Gorman. He should win it. You know, I think Nathan Gorman is quite a good prospect, but we will see. Yeah, solid learning fight there. Lyndon Arthur's on the card, light heavyweight prospect. He should blast through this guy. You know, he looks like quite a good prospect. In 2019, I would like to see Lyndon Arthur fight Anthony Yard. I know that's not going to happen, but yeah, I mean, Lyndon Arthur, keep an eye out for him. Jack Massey, I've not actually seen Jack Massey fight before, so it's going to be interesting to watch him fight. But again, you know, not fighting anybody any decent. The debut of Tommy Fury. Not sure what to expect. Obviously he has that Fury name, so naturally people are going to be interested. He's certainly not built like his brother Tyson. He's a real muscle-bound guy. You know, he looks like a bodybuilder. God knows how far he will go, but yeah, he looks from what I've seen of him on the pads and the little footage I have seen, he looks quite aggressive. So maybe Tommy Fury can be a fun fighter in the future. Martin Murray versus Hassan and Dam. I really like this fight because ultimately it's a loser leaves town fight. Sorry, so basically the loser has nowhere to go. If Martin Murray were to lose this fight, he's done at world level. He cannot come back again. And same goes for Hassan and Dam. It's a high stakes fight. I know these guys are not exactly at the top of the middleweight division right now, but when you've got two guys fighting for their careers, you know, sometimes that can make for really good fights. I'm looking forward to this one. Martin Murray, you know, he's been around for a long time, tough as old boots. You know, he'll always give it a go. And same with Hassan and Dam. Hassan and Dam, been around a long time. He can box, he can move, he can brawl. He's got a dodgy chin, but he always gets up. You know, he's a fun fighter. Watching these two guys fight, it could result in a really, really fun action fight. I'm not sure who to really pick in that fight, to be quite honest. Part of me, I don't know. Even Dam moves, I think he can give Martin Murray a lot of problems. But the thing is with Ndam, he always switches off. He gets caught with silly shots. He gets dropped. And, you know, he loses fights because of that. You know, look at the Peter Quillin fight. If you watch the Peter Quillin fight, he got dropped like 5 or 6 times in that fight. But when he wasn't getting dropped, Hassan and Dam was actually outboxing Peter Quillin at times. He can box. He just needs to stay on his feet. So that's a really good fight. I've got no clue who to pick in that one, to be quite honest. Maybe Murray by decision because he's at home. But yeah, good fight that is. Michael Conlon versus Jason Cunningham. A solid step up for Michael Conlon. I believe Cunningham has been a Commonwealth champion at 2 weight classes. Let's just double check that. Let's double check it. Jason Cunningham. Yeah, bantamweight. He's been a Commonwealth champion. And featherweight. Yeah, okay. So yeah, Cunningham, solid enough guy, but a high-level prospect like Michael Conlon should be winning that fight. But a decent step up, you know. I've not really been that impressed with Michael Conlon. It kind of looks like his amateur style is sticking and he's not really adapting to the pro game. Time will tell, but I mean, is he as good as somebody like Shakur Stevenson? For my money, no. I think Shakur Stevenson has took to the pro ranks a lot better. I could be wrong though. It's still really early on in Conlon's career. Billy Joe Saunders returns against Zoltan Sierra. It is what it is. Saunders has been out for a long time. He's been out for a year. His last fight was December last year when he beat David Lemieux in that really good performance. You know, after that fight, everybody felt Billy Joe Saunders would finally kick on, but it never happened. He failed a drug test, and here we are. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, he's going to do his thing. He's going to win the fight, and hopefully in 2019 we get a really big year from Billy Joe Saunders. I want to see Saunders fight 3 to 4 times next year. You know, enough of this inactivity. Let's get back active. Let's see Billy Joe in with elite level fighters. Paddy Barnes is on the card. TBA, not interested. Paddy Barnes for me, I mean, I'm really disappointed in Paddy Barnes. He should be fighting Sonny Edwards, but he wants no part of it. Danny Wright, one of my subscribers, AA, told me about Danny Wright. Apparently he's a good prospect, so we will see. I'll have a look at him. That's going to be interesting. And Sam Maxwell, a good prospect, but he's 30 years old. He needs to get a move on. I do think he's a good fighter, but after this fight, they really need to start pushing him and pushing him aggressively. He's not 21, 22, 23. He's 30. No time to mess around. After this fight, in the new year, I want to see this guy step up because I do think he's a good talent. Also quite a big puncher from what I can see. So yeah, that is the card. I actually really like this card. Really good main event. Good British title fight. A good loser leaves town fight there. And you got Nathan Gorman in a good learning fight. I like the card. I think it's a lot better than the Sky Sports card. But that's just my opinion. Share your thoughts below. Peace.